Penultimate race of the day. They sit and they are racing away from the 1400 meter marker, away to a good beginning over there. Unzen began well. MK's Pride is the early leader. Humdinger is also going up in search of a better position. Cousin Casey's racing in fourth in the early part. Puerto Manzano hugs the fence behind those, with Dave the King racing wider out in the track. Savannah Storm behind those, then Zuzan Tulip Tree. Further back to Bingwa, giving them a dozen lengths. Start with Son of Raj. Safe Passages second to last, and Texas Red the trailer. 1,000 meters left to go, and it's Unzen who's opened up by 5 lengths here. Unzen by 5 from MK's Pride in second, Humdinger third, then Dave the King and Savannah Storm. Cousin Casey 8-9 lengths to find. Further back to Zuzan and Puerto Manzano in behind that Tulip Tree. Bingwa's got a dozen, 14 to make up. Son of Raj, then came Safe Passage and Texas Red, homeward bound. They've got 500 to go. Unzen a big leader by 3 or 4. Humdinger down the center. Dave the King has moved up towards the inside. Then MK's Pride and Cousin Casey starts to move up too. Further back Savannah Storm, then came Tulip Tree. 300 to go, it's still Unzen by 2. Dave the King, then Humdinger and Cousin Casey towards the outside. But Unzen travels smartly with 150 to go. It's still 3 lengths clear, and it's going to be Unzen. Unzen from Cousin Casey and Dave the King. Unzen has run them ragged. Unzen beats home Dave the King. Cousin Casey third, fourth to Puerto Manzano, and then Texas Red. Then came Safe Passage. Robbie Sage, the winning trainer, owned by Messrs. Martin Laveau, Larry Nestat, J.C. Thomas, J.J. Van der Linden, Mrs. M.N. Thomas. And the hits keep on coming for Unzen. He's a very, very nice individual. Great looking horse too. 4-time winner now from 14 starts. The Grand Heritage winner is back again in this year to win another race. He's now won 4 out of 14. That's my lot today. It's been a pleasure calling them. Nakeeb Munshi has been standing by the whole afternoon, and he'll get the pleasure of calling him the last race of the day. Back to the studio.
You would have been mistaken if you left the course after race 7. It was race 8. The Pinnacle Stakes, sponsored by Wilgeborgsdrift, was absolutely down to the wire. And I'm standing here with Caden Brewer, all smiles after that fantastic win. Congratulations to you and Unzen.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just have to say a big thanks to Mr. Sage for giving me the opportunity to ride this horse again. It's always been a nice relationship between me and this horse. We've always been up there fighting for the challenges. So I just want to say a big thanks for him for trusting me on such a big day to ride a horse like this. Big thanks to the owners as well. They were all here on course, so it's very nice for them to lead the horse in. And thank you to Joe, who does a lot of work behind the scenes.
You talk about a winning relationship between you and this horse. Did you know that that horse was going to do that in the last 150? Was it pulled away and it didn't look like anybody was going to catch you?
Yeah, he's a horse that has had a lot of potential. He's known for his cruising speed, and running in 1,000 meters, he quickens off that hot pace. So I wasn't worried about the pace that I went today. He was very relaxed, and the last little bit, when I pressed the button, he gave it all to me, and there was still a little bit more left.
Absolutely. Any tips that you received from the trainer just before going into this particular race, or did you guys already know that this is when you press the button and this is how you do it on Unzen?
Yeah, as I say, I've had a nice relationship with this horse, but Mr. Sage just said to me, just hold on to it, that little bit extra, just so we know we have something left in the tank for that last 100, and that's exactly where the race went.
Well, congratulations to you. I know that we've got a couple of checks and a couple of trophies, etc. But congratulations to you, Caden Brewer. More to come from this particular horse. Are you aware of any future plans when it comes to this?
I'm not really the one that does the planning with the horses. That I'll have to leave up to Mr. Sage. But yeah, he's definitely also did a lot of scope winning against a very competitive field today. So we're hoping to see much more of him lately.
Well, I'm happy that you're wearing your Wilgeborgsdrift cap. I didn't have to run out and go and look for that. But congratulations to you. And I'm hoping that we'll meet again right here on this particular spot more and more often in the future.
100%. Thank you.
Fantastic. We're going to have the winning trainer, of course, of this fantastically bred horse, Mr. Sage. Sir, are you excited about what you saw there with regards to this pairing with Caden Brewer? Because in that last 150, it looked like there was another gear to this particular horse. And share if there's any future, he couldn't answer the question, but any future plans for this particular horse after that performance?
Yeah, we always have a little bit of a future plan, but we take it race by race. He was slightly unlucky last time to get beaten just on the line. And Caden's won on this horse before. He knows him quite well. And I said if he wants to go forward, go forward, but don't use him up. Just try and save him for as long as possible. And he rode a lovely race.
And congratulations, obviously, to the owners. You could talk to us a little bit about the relationship between the two of you, but it looks like it's a winning relationship as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, no, Martin and JJ and Larry Nested and all the guys, you know, he's been a horse that they've had from a baby, and yeah, we just enjoying him. He's had one or two little niggles, but we have that all the time, and we just see what the future brings with him.
There's a lot more to this horse. Are you going to tamper a little bit with the distance from time to time? Are there any ideas to go a bit further?
Well, he's been up to a mile, and that will be about possibly his maximum. And it depends on what kind of race course and what we go to and that. But there's a lovely future, and well done to the owners and the Thomases that aren't here, that are at home watching. Well done to them also.
Well done to them indeed. Congratulations to you, Sir Unzen. A brilliant run there. Absolutely happy. I want to bring in the owners and have a chat.
And especially to Joe.
Especially to Joe. Joe's going to come and talk to us. Joe, I believe you are the assistant trainer of this particular horse, and you would be very adept in telling us what's so special about this horse, because we saw that run, and I've watched this horse a couple of times, and I didn't even expect that.
No, all I can say, well done to the owners. To us, we trained the mother of the horse, so he's a special horse for us. Every run he had for us, we're expecting something. We had a couple issues with him, but he's a very good horse.
Very fair to expect exactly what we saw here today. I understand that you are stepping in to accept the winning groom's check on behalf of the groom, who is Wilson, who's not here with us. But Wilson, if you're watching, World Sports Betting thanks you and congratulates you with a 1,500 Rand check. I wonder if any of the owners will come in and have a chat with me. Fantastic performance. I'm proud on your behalf because that field did take some beating.
Yeah, it did, but in all fairness, obviously you got group company there that are, obviously these are prep runs for greater exhibits throughout the season, but we're just grateful for the win. Like one of the commentators said earlier on, he is probably one of the fitter horses in the field, and of course we had no weight today, hence going to the front, and the rest is history.
I like your modesty, but I see the hallmarks of a champion. And perhaps maybe you can come in and elaborate on that, because that was a special run. We've watched this horse. I've seen this horse even running at the Val. But here at Turffontein, he just came alive in that particular race.
Yes, you know, the last time he won here, we learned something. We learned two things, actually. We learned that he can go a mile, and we also learned that he can handle the sticky conditions. But he is a very decent little horse, and we're very happy. To Robbie, to Joe, to the rest of the owners, J.R. van der Linden and Mr. Lestat, congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations indeed. I heard you muttering under your breath there. We want you to thank absolutely everybody. This is all your moment.
No, absolutely. We forgot to mention Mr. and Mrs. Thomas as well. They're also a part of the horse. And also JJ, unfortunately, is away. He's down in Natal at the moment. So I'm sure he'll enjoy this. We'll pop the champagne for you, JJ. And then, of course, to Mr. Nestat. And then a special thanks to Dad. Unfortunately, I'm not always around, and 9 times out of 10, when I'm on course, the horses never win. So, fortunately for a change, I'm on course today when they win. So,
well, it looks like Unzen will be bringing you around a lot more often. We'll certainly be watching this horse for a time to come.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely fantastic run there from Unzen. I'm sure all the winning connections are very proud of that very gutsy win. And we'll move on swiftly to race 9. Lucky lost. Don't go anywhere, because I think we're in for somewhat of a performance in race 9.